laser focused for the Florida Panthers. Numbered to 599, and it is first on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. Holy crapola. I think that is our biggest bookend that we have ever had. Hell yeah. Shout out to Bobby Viles and the UVWYNZ spot, Zoe Stark. Numbered to 175. Congratulations, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Oh, my Lanta. Big Ben Hess, Durangelo Seath J, and Trey Savage on the triple auto. Folks, my PC's autograph twice in one show. I know, brother. I know it. And that is 7 out of 8 on that Baseball Nation. Goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. I know, Daddy. I know it. For myself, though. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate the positivity, my friends. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Oh, my God.
Oh. Wow. How about a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph in that pack number 4? Gotta love those pack number 4s. Am I right? Or am I right? Congratulations, Mr. Behrman. You win this morning, my good man. Damn! Bobby Witt Jr. on a 1990 throwback autograph. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Thank you so much, Freebird. You're absolutely right, my friend. Woo! Top loading that one up for you, Mr. Behrman, Senior. Goodness gracious, my brother. Juan Soto. Wow. Chris Krawiec, numbered to 5. Damn.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you win this morning, good sir. Holy crapola. 3rd on print to 5. Magnificent. I told you that was a good omen, my dear friends. First card on the stand. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Krawiec. That is correct. 3rd on print to 5, my brother. Wow. Pros. Oh! Wow. Joey Krug.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Jackson Merrill rookie autograph. Damn! Mr. Malinowski hit the fireworks, my dude. Perfect timing on those. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you, Tavian. I am not kidding you, my man. That is amazing. And it's numbered 42 out of 75 there for you, Joey. And Miss Melody, I think you spoke that into existence. Thank you, Jared from the island of Flores. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, Dutchy. Thank you, James Reinhart. Thank you, Mr. Peacharelli. Thank you, Mikey One. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jonesy. And thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Trey Johnson. And wow. I am astonished that is a one of one, folks. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
There you go, you absolute legends. We start off the evening with a super fractor one of one. Trey Johnson, rookie for the Washington Wizards? I believe so. And if that is the Wizards, my dear friends, that goes to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? My dear friends, our very first basketball one of one. My dear friends, look at what's coming next. Oh, I'm going to freak out. Kalen Culpepper to 15. And ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
My PC, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta. Folks, you just witnessed the very first Gerangelo Seath J autograph that I have pulled for myself. Hell yeah. Oh, I am so stoked. That's right, Mikey 1. Would you just look at it, my friends? And folks, it is the 1991 Pinnacle design as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. And it's first on print to 49. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, folks, but I'm so glad that you're here to witness this. I know, Onward, I know. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Mr. Alan White with a nuke. Bro. This kid's base cards are selling for $50. This is an on-card first Bowman autograph to 150. Huge. Goodness gracious. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts, Alan White. Brother, this needs to go right into the pre-grade pile and possibly right into the grading pile. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Alan White. You win, brother. Wow. Damn. See? All right, let's see what we have here, folks. It is indeed a color blast. And it is all rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Holy crapola. Wow. Mr. Kobaugh, you win today, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mikey Kobaugh. Goodness gracious, brother. That one might want to go into the pre-grade pile immediately. Or the grading pile.
All right. What is it?
So, a little bit of an inside joke, my dear friends. That's the only cow milker you're going to see on a card.
It's like my favorite card. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, shout out to Rex Hudler.
Oh, I love it.
Well,
How often do you find that?
yeah, not often. That's a one of one there, folks. The image, anyway.
It's real.
That is real. That's right, Mr. Holgan. Yep. Thank you, Keithy.
He must be a farm boy.
Must be.
He has to be a farm boy.
The cow milker, Mr. Rex Hudler. And there it is, folks. Numbered to 75, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Very, very nice autograph there, my brother. You win this morning, Alan White. Gunnar Henderson is no slouch. That is 67 out of 75 on the rookie auto. Excellent. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Really, you win this morning, my brother. Ken Griffey Jr., numbered to 25. Third on print to 25, my brother. That is incredible. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Really. Oh, that is sick. So tough. Oh, hell yeah. The hits just keep coming, my dear friends, and you gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? How about your number 1 draft pick to 99, going to Dr. A. Aaron?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
And I believe that is going to be numbered to 99 on the red power. 39 out of 99. There you go, Doc. Congratulations, my good man. I am peanut butter and jealous. You are so welcome, Rob Richardson. That's right, brother. Merrill and Bazana in the same break. Woo! That is outstanding. Here you go, my love.
Not a single Ken Griffey card yet.
I got nothing either.
We should have bought our packs from Junk Wax Vintage.
Yeah, Dalen would have taken care of us.
Let's jump out of this tree. Off to Junk Wax Vintage.
FriYAY morning. Hey, FriYAY morning. Hey, FriYAY morning. That whoa whoa. FriYAY morning. That whoa whoa.
Frying a It's Friday morning, the legends are back. The chat's fired up and the vibe's on track. Dalen's grin shines under those lights. Mrs. Junk Wax keeps the stacks so bright. We're ripping packs and cracking backs, pulling fire and dropping facts. Grab your coffee, grab your crew. It's FriYAY morning, JWV with you. FriYAY morning, yeah, FriYAY morning, JWV with you. Another good day with this hobby crowd. Dalen's telling stories, the chat chimes in. We're starting this Friday with a win.
Spicy waters chill, the hits look sweet. Mrs. Junk Wax's pace can't be beat.
So hop on in junkwaxvintage.com, where every rip feels
Like a song.
yeah, yeah. Friday mornings here again. Laughs and hits from start to end. Legend smiling energy high.
JWV's live.
Let's
Yeah, FriYAY mornings rolling strong at JWV and junkwaxvintage.com.
Well, top of the morning to you, legends. Happy Friday. Hey, how we doing, my dear friends? Happy Friday there, J-Rod. Happy Friday there, Mikey1. It is wonderful to see you this morning, my friend. How we doing this morning on this fantastic Friday? Mr. Jeff Rotel, my brother from another mother. Always good to see you, my man. My favorite crudster. What's up, Kyle Dana? Mr. Dennis Legacy, my man. Got to give credit where credit is due here, brother. You were first not only on Twitch here this morning, but you're also first over there on YouTube. Literally cannot thank you enough, Dennis Legacy. You rock my face off twice, and then once again in the morning. Beautiful. Excuse me. All right, legends. Good morning, Logan. What's up, dude? He says, I wonder what Saturday morning is like. We don't go live on Saturday mornings, actually, my man, but I appreciate you asking. Thank you so much. So for those of you that are new here to this channel, my name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage, and you can find me here almost every single morning and almost every single evening, starting and ending your days the right way, with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a few laughs, typically at my expense, and that's exactly how we want it. So if you are new here this morning, folks, just a couple of things for you. We are live on 5 separate platforms right this second. If you want to come over here and join us on YouTube or Kick or Facebook, or, of course, if you want to join the whole rest of the family, we're all over here on Twitch. So if you would like to make the switch to Twitch, my friends, you're invited. Mr. Broadway, thank you for smacking that follow button. Ashley Ward has a question this morning over here on TikTok. She says, hey, where's a good place to sell baseballs and a jersey I got other than eBay? I mean, eBay's probably your best bet, to be fully transparent with you there, Ashley Ward, because eBay is the largest marketplace on planet Earth. So I would definitely go eBay, but you can also try Mercari, Mercari. It's an app. You can download it for free. And then you can also join us over on our Facebook group, because we do have a private Facebook group and we have a sales chat within that Facebook group. So let me show you something, legends. Ashley Ward, thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, my dear friends, if you are on Facebook, let me show you something. Let's do that. Bingo. So there you go, folks. That is our private Facebook group. Keyword is private. So if you want to join us over there, there is security questions on that account. One of the security questions says, what is Junk Wax Vintage's real name? My name is Dalen, D-A-L-E-N. So if you use that information in that security question, you will be admitted. If you do not, you will not. So at the end of the day, folks, I am not trying to build a big-ass Facebook group with thousands and thousands of people. I'm trying to build a tight-knit group of card enthusiasts that are kind, trustworthy, positive, driven individuals. And I think that's what we're building over here. So if you fit that bill, feel free to smack that follow button. I love it so much. Good morning, Jake from State Farm. Father, son, checkered flag. All right, legends. You are very welcome, Ashley Ward, and welcome to the family, my friend. The Muffin Man, Mr. Travis Gwine, long time no see, you absolute legend. What's up, buddy? Making my morning over here. Happy Friday, sir. Shout out to you and your mama. That is not a mama joke. You know, my OGs know we know Travis's mama. Shout out to Linda, little Loma Linda. Victor Lopez, buenos dias, hermano. Que bueno verte, senor. Good to see you this morning, young man. Invader Zim, Alex, beat me over the head with some beautiful corn this morning. Thank you so much, Invader Zim. Mr. Battleworks, it is always great to see you, my brother. And Travis Gwine, buddy, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, pal. It is wonderful to see you again, Travie Trav and the Travie Bunch. Doing great. You're back in Oklahoma from a long week in Texas. You were in my state and you didn't swing by and give me a firm handshake? Come on now, bro. I'm just kidding. I know you're a busy fella. Victor Lopez says, I left you a message here on TikTok. If so there, Victor Lopez, I assume that's what you're talking about. I will check that right after the show today, my friend. I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you, Vic. All right, legends. I think, let me take a gander real quick because I know we're getting close on that 7 hobby box football mixer. I would love to bust into that one this morning, but we do have we have 2 Razzie spots left. Folks, it looks like we might be busted into 7 football hobby boxes this morning, and I could not be more excited to do it. Good morning, Johnny Mesco. You're on PS5, my man. So I'm actually on Xbox. So it is cross-platform, though. So, you know what we should do? We should start a JWV Gaming Discord channel. That's what we should do. Within the Junk Wax Vintage already existing Discord, we just need to make a special channel for gaming. So that way we can all link up if you're on PlayStation, if you're on PC, if you're on Xbox, and we can all play together and you'll still be able to talk to each other and possibly even see each other if you want to turn your cameras on. So got to love some Discord. I love it, Johnny Mesco. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, pal. Mrs. Junk Wax says, I did not see that message, my love. She says, hello, fam. I see you. Mrs. Junk Wax says, I actually heard Call of Duty is down this weekend. At least that's what Dalen and I discussed for this weekend. I love you so much. Oh, love Mrs. Junk Wax. Full disclosure, I did have about 15 minutes to play Call of Duty last night. So I can't say that I have not touched the brand new Black Ops 7. I have, but it wasn't for very long. I played it for literally about 15 minutes. So it was fun. It was fun. I will have more time to do that eventually. But yeah, it looks like a pretty good game, though. So excited for that. Mikey1 says, can't remember if I said hi. Hi, everyone. How you doing? We miss you, Mikey1. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, my friend. And Mr. Smashburger says, I've been playing Ghosts of Yotai. Nice, buddy. I have never played that game, but I know a lot of people that have. Mr. Victor Lopez says, I got some football cards with the brand name Pacific. You heard of that brand name? Yes, I have. So that's actually an older brand name, Victor Lopez. So typically, don't quote me because I don't know exactly the years, but I remember back in the early 90s and late 80s, Pacific was a huge card company and made a lot. So all depends on what you have, but there is some valuable Pacific cards out there. So just keep that in mind. Mr. Mikey Koba says, I am on COD Mobile. You can add me on there. Same name as here. Beautiful, my man. I like it. Good morning, Mr. Koba. All right, folks. Let's get some music happening, shall we? And then we're going to bust into that very first pack of juicy junk wax. We're going to take a little trip back to 1989 and see if we can't find ourselves a bird murderer rookie card. Some Randy Johnson. Let's go. Mr. Jason Hawkins, good morning, my man. What are we talking about minor league baseball there, Mr. Jason Hawkins? Did I miss something? All right, starting out with a St. Lunatic. Shout out to Jeffro. That's right, Josh Watson. You are spot on, my man. True story. Good morning to our railroad employee brother. Excellent to see you this morning, Mr. Watson. D. Wayne Murphy, Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. Steve Shields for the pinstripes. There you go, Jeff Rotel. I love it. Mr. Zach Kikarillo, my brother in recovery, says, brother, I got to meet and hang out with Clayton Kershaw. He has his charity event last night. That my bouncer job. That's awesome. Well, congratulations there, Mr. Kikarillo. That's sick. Shout out to Sammy Kershaw. Nick Leva, manager extraordinaire for those Fightin' Phillies. Shout out to Mikey One, our Fightin' Philly fanatic in the family. Little alliteration. RJ Reynolds rap for the Pirates. Ooh, we better hide that fruit because we found some Gallagher. Dougie Fresh, DeScenzo for the Cubbies. Looking super enthused to be there. Little promo. Shout out to my PC, Mr. Jose Canseco. Beautiful. The Iron Man, Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Mike Sosha. Alex Trevino, somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. Old Bob Rogers. K-Mitch, shout out to our buddy J-Mitch over here on Twitch. And shout out to Tuna and Rob Richardson, our resident Gigante fans. Jay Bell for the Indians, shout out to Mr. Hudson and Yessie Hockey. The Cro-Magnon man, Mr. Mikey Marshall for the Trolley Dodgers, shout out to Mikey Kobaugh. And old Dennis Rasmussen, finishing that one off for Santiago. Beautiful. Mr. Legacy says, I just finished off the football break. Oh, hell yeah. Excuse me, folks. So Mrs. Junkwax is getting a couple of Razzies ready, and we're going to run a couple of Razzies, and we're going to get into that 7 hobby box football mixer this morning, and I'm very excited to do it. Mr. Invader Zim says, pull me a Gambit out of that X-Men pack, Dalen, please. My pleasure, brother. Let's refresh that shop for the very first time on this absolutely fantastic Friday morning. Oh, by the way, legends, we have a hype train race to do also. So full disclosure, folks, we had a little bit of a busy night last night. We had a level 8 hype train, and we ended up not running the race, and I tried to run it late in the show, but everybody was already gone. So I figured we would just go ahead and run it first thing this morning, if that's okay. But we'll probably just make sure that everybody in that race is here, and if they're not, then we'll run it tonight. No sweat. It's not going anywhere. Oh, totally understand, Mr. Kikarillo. That's a classy move, actually, buddy. So back in the day when I used to work at a music venue, I told all my staff, if there is one thing that will automatically lose your job, and that is approaching the talent and asking them for pictures, asking them for autographs, things like that, right? Because you got to think about it. When they're out there on the road, they're kind of vulnerable, right? They don't have a lot of time like to themselves. So if they're like backstage or if they're in a green room, that is not a place that you want to be accosted by the employees of the facility that you're playing in, right? So I was always very careful about that. So good for you, Mr. Kikarillo. You have those memories. That's all you need, pal. Mr. Onward says, did I miss the Razzies for the Dolphins? I'm on mobile and don't have sound. Oh, I am so sorry, Onward. No, you did not miss the Razzie, my friend, but he can't hear me anyway, so... I don't know. Oh, my Lanta. Mr. Travis Gwine, thank you so much for begging that trash can, you legend. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, Mikey Kobaugh. Thank you, Corey Bader. You rock my face off, Josh Watson. Thank you, Onward. Beautiful. All right, legends, we do have a couple of beautiful family rips this morning. We're going to start this morning with Mr. Travis Gwine taking a 2025 Top Series 2 blaster box. I appreciate you, Travie Trav. And then after that, we have Invader Zim, who has one single pack of 1997 Topps Finest X-Men. Good morning, Mr. McGarrigle. Mikey 1. I see you, legend. Why, thank you, sir. You know, that doesn't equal that, right? Anyway, we can talk about that stuff behind the scenes if you really want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm happy to do so. But, yeah. All right, legends, if you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I'm going to jump up there and grab a box and a pack for Travis Gwine and Invader Zim, and I'll be right back. Lucy. Lucy is very excited as well.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Invader Zim, we have your single pack of 1997 Finest X-Men. And Travis Gwine, we have your blaster box, old Top Series 2, brother. Invader Zim. Good luck, buddy. And Travis Gwine, you might want to step into that batter's box, snag a chunk of lumber, because you're on deck, brother. Awesome to see you back, Travie, by the way, making my morning, buddy. All right, good luck, Invader Zim. We're looking for Gambit. And we start out with Tommy. She's got some sweet hair. Oh, previously on X-Men, Magneto. Awesome. It's one of my favorite shows back in 1997. Jubilee. Callisto. Rockin' the pirate patch. And Sebastian Shaw, looking like he just walked out of Hamilton. Excellent. Alexander Hamilton. There you go, Mrs. Junkwax. A lot of you know my OGs. We have been listening to Hamilton for a while now. So I am going to sleeve up your previously on X-Men insert. There, Invader Zim. I am sorry we could not pull you a Gambit this morning, my brother, but I tried. But you have some sweet cards here nonetheless, my man. And thank you for being our very first family rip of the morning, my dude. I see you, Mikey One. I think so. I think you're right. Yikes. All right. Thank you as always, Invader Zim. All right, Travie Trav and the Travie Bunch. My dude, for the very first time on this absolutely fantastic FriYAY, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Marky Mark Schellenbaum, who got us a brand new blade that is unbelievably sharp. I have to be very, very careful. That's right, Alex. You know it, brother. Thank you for being a good sport. As always, I appreciate you, my man. All right, good luck, Travie Trav. How's Mom doing, Travie? Shout out to Loma Linda. Empty box there, my friend. Mr. Jeff Hansen says, hey, D, are you going to get any more 2021 Goodwin champions back in the shop? Absolutely. We actually have some right meow. Yeah. I think I have 3 more blaster boxes, possibly. I would have to double check, though, of 2021 Goodwin champions. We got some part of that collection. All right, pack number 4 to the side. And you know we got to bust into our Spassy Walter, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's awesome, Travis. You get to drive with your mom for a whole week? Sick. That's amazing, brother. Love that. I love Mrs. Junkwax. All right, legends. Good luck, Mr. Travis Gwine. We're going to do this in 3 rounds, my friend, and then we're going to bust into the Razzies for the 7 Hobby Box Mixer. Mikey One, get out of Mrs. Junkwax's head. She just said something very, very similar, sir. Yikes. Alrighty. Got a little ESPN happening over there, Mikey One. All right, we start off with Edgardo Enriquez on the Sunburst rookie for the Trolley Dodgers. Kodai Senga, Atreyu Abreu. Shout out to Falcor. Stuart Morgan Fairchild. Shout out to Morgie. Little Corbin Burnson. Jake Bowers. Mitchell Parker. Brian Reynolds Rapp for the Pirates. Jairo Iriarte for the White Sox. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Alan White. Ben Joyce for the Angels. Oh. Check that out, my man. Julio. Rodriguez, and Ken Griffey Jr. on the same card, my man. Does not get much better than that for my Seattle Mariners. Very nice, my brother. How about a Jarren Duran on the Stars of the MLB? Shout out to our bodacious Bostonians. We have Teoscar and Bobby Witt Jr., some mutual admiration, bro. Doogie Howser, VD. Caden Dana, shout out to my favorite crudster, Mr. Kyle Dana. I agree, Mr. Smashburger, thank you, E. TJ Friedel. The Texas Rangers. Little Wyatt Langford co-starring, shout out to our buddy Dallas, who pulled his very first autograph. Shout out to the Golden Pony Boy. His very first autograph was a Wyatt Langford numbered to 25. Nice pull there, Dallas. Osvaldo Bido. Vidal Sassoon. Brujahan. Kyle Isbell. Brendan Donovan with those sweet, sweet socks. Shout out to our St. Lunatics. Troy Taylor. The ambassador of the Quan on the rainbow. Shout out to our crazy Clevelanders. Speaking of Wyatt Langford, on the Stars of the MLB. Thank you, card gods. Yeah, they call him the fireman. That's his name. Kenley Jansen, the fireman. Oh, how about numbered to 50? There you go, pal. Shout out to the Trailer Park Boys, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm seeing some bubbles. Ooh, Isaiah Kiner Falefa on the bubble parallel numbered to 50? That's the first one of those that we have ever found, Travis Gwine. Congratulations, my man. Very nice. I know that Jake from State Farm. Yes, he is. So he is not going to be in the upcoming Netflix reboot of Trailer Park Boys. A little sad. Good morning, Miss Melly P. It is outstanding to see you this morning, my dear. Congratulations, Travis Gwine. That's a nice one, pal. 28 out of 50 on the Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Little IKF action. Top load that one up. I sincerely appreciate the warm welcome. Thank you, Mikey One. First card on the stand of the morning there, buddy. It is not hashtag JWAD, my dear friends. I just want to remind you because we have a UC Kikuchi. Alda Gary, back-to-back Angels. Big Ben Lively. Well, good morning there, Kevin Curtin, our brother from the Emerald Isle. He says, was looking at the red spot in the big PYT baseball Ken Griffey Jr. chases. That is correct, my man. Yes, he is in there for the Reds. Jack Sawinski for the Pirates. That's a rough slide. Ouch, kabibbles. Bowden Francis for those talented Toronto Blue Jays. The Clevelanders. Alec Thomas for the dastardly Diamondbacks. Austin Barnes. Jonathan Aranda, looking all kinds of fired up for Tampa Bay. Shota of the Iminaga on the All-Star 1990 throwback for the Cubbies. Mr. Riley Greeny. Shout out to Meanie Brad Greeny. And Hani Mauricio for the Mets. And that is the end of your round number one there, Travie Trav and the Travie Bunch. That's right, Victor Lopez. The temperature is up in this room because Mrs. Junkwax is sitting about 4 feet away from me. So if you see me sweating, not because I'm exhausted. Put it that way. Excuse me. I hear you, Jeff Rotel. That's right. I hear you, buddy. Good morning there, Jeff Hansen. Alrighty. Ooh, always driving a Pontiac. Mr. Mickey Moniac. On the Sunburst parallel. Little Seiya Suzuki for the Cubbies. Good morning, Travie Patty. How you doing, young man? Louis Severino. Gavin Williams on the Future Stars. Ryan Feltner. Silver Slugger Arias. Andrew Walters. Where's our buddy Dutchie when we need him? Oh, look, Weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Shout out to Luke Weaver. Little Morning Weaver. How about the Lawnmower Man? Old Jackson Job. I see you, Jeff Rotel. Austin Hedges. Good morning, Electric Boogaloo. Shout out to Prince. How you doing this morning, my man? Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the Summer Superstars for the Trolley Dodgers. How about the Yoshi So Nice? You got him twice in a row. Awesome. Jake Fraley, Garrett Whitlock. Why am I saying Whitlock? Weird. Cool Whip, Will Wheaton. The Polar Bear, Pete Alonso. Junior Caminero, your home run derby runner-up. The Mets, Ibanez. Robbie Ray, former Seattle Mariner. Ty Madden. Nicky Two Bags for those fighting Phillies. Shout out to Mikey One. Gustavo Campero. Pavin Smith. Hold the Mayo. Rookie stars of the MLB. Hunter Brown, somebody bang a trash can. Andre Palante on the Sunburst. Giolito. Matt Walnut for Minnesota. The Martian, Mr. Jason Dominguez. We actually have a Jason Dominguez PSA autographed authentic slab that we got last night in that collection. A couple of 1, 2, 3, 4 Kansas City Royals. Shout out to Alan White. Good morning, Uncle Smitty. Good morning to my Canadian cousin. How we doing, gentlemen? Yay. My San Antonio hermano. Weston Wilson. J.D. Martinez. Joey Bart. Jack Neely. Matthew Boyd, back-to-back Cubbies. Brent Rooker for the Athletics. Shout out to our buddy Dutchie. Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew. And Gordon Grichevo for Jeff Rotell's St. Lunatics. Very nice. Mr. Travis Gwine, my brother. Thank you for snagging this down from junkwaxvintage.com. I see you there blown out. Good morning, brother. Happy Friday, sir. Mr. Travis Gwine.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my friend. Good luck. To go with that Bubbles number to 50. We have opened a lot of Top Series 2, my friend, and we have not found any of those parallels before. I'm kind of astonished. Nice pull, buddy. All right, we have a Locks of Love, Haven, Grant Holmes. Mr. Kyle Freeland. Joe Musgrove. Somebody check that man's ears for foreign substances. And boy, does he have some real estate to check. He could run too fast to first base and take flight. Connor Gillespie for the Clevelanders. Invader Zim, thank you again for that beautiful corn. And Wes Moneymaker, top of the FriYAY to you morning. My pal, thank you so much for that beautiful heart. I heart you right back, Wesley. Hope you're having a great morning, my dude. Andrew Irvin, good morning, pal. Connor Gillespie. Tyler Nevin. That was my grandmother's name, Nevin. Joe Kelly. It is not hashtag JWAD yet, my dear friends. That is Richard Fitz. Tomoyuki Shigano, shout out to Uncle Moosey, rookie. Lennon Sosa. Gustavo Campero on the Schmeckel. Pretty, rookie for the Angels. I will sleeve that one up for you, my man. Ooh, how about the luscious lip curtain of Mr. Spencer Strider for those Atlanta Braves. And last but not least, on the Future Stars, you got a Parker Meadows for your Motor City Kitties. There you go, pal. There was a lot of Tigers in that box. That's right, buddy. So, Mr. Travis Gwine, I think the card gods knew who that box was going to, pal. Thank you again. And congratulations on a sweet little parallel there, buddy. Number to 50 on the Bubbles. And we're not talking about Trailer Park Boys. Thank you so much, Jason Russell. And you are absolutely not my brother. No. We're friends, buddy. At this point, we know each other, don't we, Jason Russell? A bit, I would say. So you do not come across any kind of negative way, my man. Not at all. I completely understand where you're coming from. And I will check into that a little bit more, and I'll get right back to you as soon as I can there, my buddy. But I appreciate the message this morning. Thank you, Jason Russell, my Canadian cousin. That is exactly what he is mentioning, my love. There you go, Mr. Travis Gwine. Thank you one more time, my man. Okie dokie. I appreciate that so much, Jason Russell. Thank you, my man. Thank you, sir. So we will reach out to you behind the scenes, Jason Russell, because there is a little conversation, about that kind of stuff. So, and as always, my man, I appreciate you working with us as we are still learning over on eBay. A lot of us know we've only been on eBay. That was our 4th show. So we've been there for a month, right? Lucy, chill. Sheesh. Good morning, Mom. Mama Junk Wax in the house, ladies and gentlemen. So, we will chat about that behind the scenes, Jason Russell, and thank you for bearing with us as we're learning over there as well, pal. You rock my face off, sir. All right, legends. I think we might be current up there in the shop. I think it might be time for that 7 hobby box football mixer. I am wrong. We have a couple of juicy family rips before we get into that family mixer. So, Jake from State Farm, we got some Topps Chrome basketball for you here, buddy. Mr. Kevin Curtin from the Emerald Isle. I see 2 packs of 1989 Donruss baseball. And thank you for snagging down those WKRP and Cincinnati Reds, my friend. I hope I can find you a sweet Ken Griffey Jr. That would be incredible. If you folks would allow me just a moment, I need to grab a couple of packs for Jake from State Farm and Kevin Curtin. And then after Kevin Curtin, we are going to get into that break, okay? So anybody that purchases any personal rips from now moving forward, we will not be able to rip those until after the break. I just want to be very, very clear on that. Absolutely right, Miss Melody. Thank you. Huzzah. I appreciate the warm welcome to my mama. Alrighty. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, legends. I'll be right back.
Ooh, yeah.
Jake from State Farm. 1 single hobby pack of 23-24 Topps Chrome basketball. Mr. Kevin Curtin from the Emerald Isle. Speaking of Ken Griffey Jr., let's see if we can't find you a little rated rookie, eh? Beautiful rip this morning. Thank you, my friends, for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com. And oh my Lanta, we've only been live for 45 minutes and we are already up to 12,000 likes over here on TikTok this morning. Damn. That's a lot of screen beating, my friends, and as always, thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. That is extremely impactful from our behalf, so thank you so damn much. Mr. Griffin, I see over there beating that screen. Thank you, my dude. All right, Mr. Jake from State Farm, also known as Ship City Collectibles, are the very first individual that ever followed us over here from eBay Live to our regular show. Thank you so much, Jake, and good luck, my man. You are here, correct? Just want to be sure. Outstanding. Thank you, Jake. That's right, Kevin Curtin. I love it. You know I've PC'd that dude for many, many years. Oh, hell yeah. How about your wheels keep spinning every time they stop? Sitting on those spree whales. Latrell Sprewell. Marcus Sasser. Jamal Murray. The Admiral, Mr. David Robinson for right down the road in San Antonio. Johnny Kuminga. Robert Parrish, Boston legend, old double-aught on your pink refractor. Shaquille O'Neal on a negative refractor. Nice one. Bienvenidos, Ami. And Giannis Antetokounmpo on the finesse. Shout out to Mr. Jeff Hansen, who is our resident Giannis collector in the family. There you go, pal. I am going to sleeve a couple of these up for you, Jake from State Farm. Anytime you find Shaq, especially in a negative refractor, he deserves a penny sleeve. Your double-aught Robert Parrish. And I think that was it. Correct. Mr. Jake from State Farm, it is my pleasure, brother. Thank you for utilizing that website this morning. We are almost through that hobby box, too. I think we have 2 packs left. Those will go into your already existing beautiful pile there, Jake from State Farm. Thank you, my man. Always love starting the morning that way with some beautiful basketball. Mr. Kevin Curtin, our brother from the Emerald Isle. This will be, folks, by the way, our last family rip before we get into that 7 hobby box football mixer. Good luck, Kevin. Say what? How did that just happen? I am so sorry, Kevin Curtin. That has literally never happened before. Wow. Let's try that one more time. Goodness gracious. All right, we start off with a Diamond Kings checklist. Nice. Rich, not in the Mustache Hall of Fame yet. Old Gene Nelson with the strong Mustache Kentucky Waterfall combo. Luis Aquino with another dastardly dirt squirrel. See you, Corey Bader. Why, thank you, Mikey One. Jerry Brownie. Shout out to old Brad Greeny. No. I would say more like 50 maybe. Ish. Something like that. The Bone. Mr. Jay Buhner for my Seattle Mariners, who actually lives right down the road in Bernie, Texas. The Not So Dirty. Alex Sanchez for Jason Russell's Toronto Blue Jays. Scott Sanderson. Keith Miller. Slim with the tilted crim. Old Chucky Crim. Francisco Melendez. Gary Aridas. The Mellow of Baseball, Carmelo Martinez. Good morning, Mike. How you doing, pal? The unusually white teeth of Mr. Gerald Perry. Billy Brennan. Old Nelson Santovenia for those now defunct Expos. Ron Hassey. Steve is far from the Mustache Hall of Fame. Jay Bell. Mickey Hatcher. Donald Cerrone's daddy from the UFC. Shout out to the Cowboy. Just kidding. That is Rick Cerrone. Willie Randolph, the underrated for the Pinstripes. Dave Bergman for Travis Gwine's Motor City Kitties. Wally, almost on the back. Man. Wally Backman, laying down the bunt. R.C. Gonzalez. Ivan Calderon, former Seattle Mariner. Ricky Ruschel, shout out to our buddy Rochelle. The dime piece, Mr. Paul O'Neill. Gene Larkin. The man. The myth. The unibrow. And we're not talking about Anthony Davis. Sheesh. Old Dave Steeb. Alvin Davis for my Seattle Mariners. And you got a couple of puzzle pieces of Old Man Spawn. There you go, Kevin Curtin. I am so sorry I couldn't find you a Ken Griffey Jr. in there, my man. But we all love some 1989 Donruss, and that is a wonderful way to start our FriYAY, my man. That's right, Jeffro. Little Jack Clark wannabe. Indeed, indeed. All right, let me put your name on that one, Kevin. My favorite rebel Irishman. And those will be in your upcoming JWV package there, pal. Thank you as always, Kevin Curtin. Awesome to see you this morning, my friend. What time is it over there right now for you there, Kev? If I had to guess, I would say it is around 4 or 5 p.m. in the early evening. Is that true there, Kevin Curtin? Or is it a little later? Trying to get my time down over there in Ireland. Mr. Victor Lopez says the Kraken win last night 5-3. That's awesome. Thank you, Vic. Good information to have. Jeffro says 4. Nice. We're around the same there. Beautiful. All right, legends. That's absolutely right, Kevin. You know it, buddy. Mr. Ship City Collectibles says, be right back. Got to go get my JWV items from the mail. Outstanding. Enjoy opening that package, my man. Just another beautiful package in a long line of beautiful packages.
Giggity, giggity.
It is 4:51. Nice, Kevin Curtin. Beautiful. So yeah, 4 or 5 o'clock. Good. I've got my time down a little bit, it feels like. Good stuff. All right, my dear friends, my family, you know what we must do. We have an absolutely incredible 7 hobby box football mixer, and we are current in the shop. Let's do it. So, actually, real quick before we do that, do we have Glenn Lucio, Tim Hudson, Tim Wood, Andrew McFadden, and Engine Nerd, Johnny Mesco, and Jason Russell? Of all those people that I just mentioned, how many are here right now? Blown Out, welcome back, buddy. We might be running that moose race tonight, because I have a feeling we don't have most of the people in that race here with us right now. And I would hate to run it and then have somebody not here so they can't pick their number. That sucks. So I think we'll just probably go ahead and run that one tonight. No big deal. That list is not going anywhere. It's locked in, so we'll just run that bad boy tonight. No sweat. Yeah, we had a level 8 hype train last night, and I completely dropped the ball. Way to go, Dalen. Way to go. So, We have a Bengals, Ravens, Panthers, Titans, Dolphins, and Saints Razzie. We did the Browns Razzie yesterday, and I think we did the Titans Razzie yesterday as well. So I think we have Bengals, Ravens, Panthers, Dolphins, Saints. So let's start with some Bengals. So folks, we are going to run a series of moose races here for the next few minutes. If you would like to make the switch to Twitch or YouTube or Kick or Facebook, you have 4 separate options. If you want to see the moose races, unfortunately, TikTok cannot see the moose races. I'm so sorry. We are working on that though. Mr. Travis Howard, good morning, my man. Go Vols. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. All right, legends. We're starting out with the Cincinnati Bengals. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. All right, in this race, we have Mr. Zach Kickerillo, our gorgeous Georgian, Mr. Saltzgiver, Bobby Viles, Mikey Kobaugh, Ryan Bruins, and my brother from another mother, Mr. Josh Watson. 30 seconds on the clock. Thank you, sweetheart. You rock my face off. Good luck. Cincinnati Bengals. Mr. Watson on the front side, Mr. Kickerillo on the back side. Bobby Viles taking the whole shot for just a moment. But Bobby Viles coming back up to the front of the pack with that number 3 moose. Ryan Bruins sniffing the front for just a moment. It is Mr. Jason Saltzgiver, but now he's fallen back to the middle of the pack. Oh no. It is Ryan Bruins by a hair with Josh Watson on the bubble. 10 seconds to go. Mr. Ryan Bruins with a quarter moose link lead, but up comes Jason Saltzgiver like a moose on that Colombian marching powder. And Mr. Jason Saltzgiver taking down the Cincinnati Bengals. Got you locked in there, Mr. Saltzgiver. Outstanding. Let's see who goes next. Next is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. We have Miss Melody, Jason Saltzgiver, Bobby Viles, Mikey Kobaugh, Ryan Bruins, and Josh Watson. Looks very similar to the last one. Good luck on the Baltimore Ravens. Mr. Watson on the front side, Miss Melody on the back side, Mr. Saltzgiver taking the whole shot for just a moment with that number 8 moose. But it is all Miss Melly P at the moment. Oh, and she's falling back to the middle of the pack as well. Oh no. The 2 back lanes, 9 and 10, are all Melly P. Mr. Josh Watson, our railroad employee brother, taking the number 1 spot with the number 1 moose. And it is all Josh Watson, but it is getting neck and neck here towards the end, folks. I think it's going to be a photo finish. And it is all Melody and Miss Melody taking home the Baltimore Ravens. Congratulations, Miss Melly P. Beautiful. All right, my dear friends, we are moving on. The next is going to be the North Kakalaki Panthers. Super weird. I do, but it looks like there's 2 of them. It is the same. Yes. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Got to keep myself honest here. All right, so this next race, my friends, will be for the North Kakalaki Panthers. We have Stephen Grigsby, my favorite Redbeard, Melly P, Mikey Kobaugh. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. For the North Kakalaki Panthers, starting off with Miss Melody taking the whole shot with the number 3 moose. Mikey Kobaugh on the bubble. Shout out to Mr. Mikey 2. Stephen Grigsby zooming up to the front with that number 1 moose. It's like a Stephen Grigsby sandwich. Everybody else is the meat, and that dude's the bread. And we got Stephen Grigsby in the number 10 moose with about a half a moose link lead with 10 seconds to go. But coming up quick is Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. And it looks like the Panthers might be going home with Mr. Kobaugh. Indeed. Congratulations, Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Outstanding. We are moving right along here, Legends. We already did the Titans. Congratulations, Melly P. So we are moving on to the Dolphins, folks. This is our penultimate Moose Race. For those of you that do not know what that means second to last. So we have this one and the next one, and that's it. So in this one for the Dolphins, you have Mr. Josh Watson, Jason Saltzgiver, Dennis Legacy, Onward, Eric Smashburger, Josh Watson, and Brian Unger. Thank you, Brian, for getting involved this morning, Mr. Unger. I appreciate that, pal. 30 seconds on the clock. Good luck, Miami Dolphins. Mr. Unger on the front side. Thank you again, Brian. Mr. Watson on the back side. Shout out to our railroad employee brother. Mr. Onward in the number 7 Moose. Sniff in the front. Oh, no, but he's fallen. Oh, actually, he is still in front. Congratulations, Onward. 15 seconds to go, and it is all Onward. Damn. A full Moose Link lead for Onward to the edge this morning. But he has pulled a moose string, ladies and gentlemen. But he is going to totally redeem himself with that number 6 Moose, and it still goes to Onward to the edge. Congratulations, Onward. Taking down the Dolphins. There you go, big guy. Outstanding.
One down, one to go.
Last Razzie, my friends. It is for the New Orleans Saints. And in this race, we have Mr. Josh Watson, Melly P, Jason Saltzgiver, Josh Watson, Melly P, and Brian Unger. Brian, if you are here this morning, my man, let me know. All right, folks, this is the final Razzie for the New Orleans Saints. And how about the Cardinals, sweetheart? I think we're missing Cardinals, my love. All right, but we will run this race. We'll figure that out. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate you. 30 seconds on the clock for the New Orleans Saints. Good luck. Mr. Unger, one more time on the front side. Thank you, Brian. Mr. Saltzgiver taking the whole shot. Mr. Saltzgiver with the number 7 Moose taking that number 1 spot. Melody coming up right behind him on the bubble. But Melody taking over the lead in that number 2 Moose by about a hair. Now it's up to about a quarter Moose length. It is all Melody. But here comes Melly P with her 3rd Moose. And she just passed herself. And Miss Melody taking home the very last team. Congratulations, Melly P. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful. All right, Legends. Let me have just a moment to figure out what we're doing here with these Arizona Cardinals. Oh, Mrs. Junkwax is going to send me that list in just a moment. So thank you so much for bearing with us for just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Mr. Kevin Curtin says the Saints Mooses will be holding back looking for the number 1 draft pick, probably. Sandbagging. I like it. I like it. I appreciate you all bearing with me for just a moment. We will have that Cardinals Razzie up here in lickety-split. Humongous thank you to all my TikTokers over there hanging tight. I appreciate you so damn much. Thank you. Devin Clark, good morning, pal. Go Vols. That's right, Travis Howard. So, folks, if you're just rolling up in here on TikTok this morning, we are doing moose races right now over on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Facebook. Because we have just a few teams left in that 7 Hobby Box Football Razzie. So we did Razzie those off real quick. My OGs know exactly what that's all about. We have one last team. It is the Arizona Cardinals. And then we're ripping into 7 boxes. Looking at up to 15 autographs in that one, and I am very, very excited to see what we pull. Folks, we did a certified break last night. Amazing. Shout out to our buddy Glenn Lucio, who got not one Quinn Ewers autograph relic, little RPA. He also got another Quinn Ewers relic, number 215. It was a beautiful box for the Dolphins, and he also got an autograph for the Falcons, too. Glenn Lucio cleaned up last night in that box of certified. You're doing great, babe. I appreciate you. Thank you, sweetheart. Laconic, welcome back, pal. Yes, he did. You're absolutely right, buddy. Thank you for being here and watching that. Mr. Devin Clark, how goes your FriYAY morning, pal? Shout out to you and Swanee. One more thank you to Wes Moneymaker, Invader Zim, and Battleworks. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, you know what we can do in the meantime? So, I know a lot of you might not have been here last night. I know most of you did hear me talk yesterday morning about how I was going to buy a couple of huge collections yesterday. That went very, very well. We'll put it that way. Check out what we got yesterday, my friends. Can I show you? Oh, and yes, of course. So Mrs. Junkwax did a thing also. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay, honey. No problem. So, yeah, we have some Shohei Ohtani number /50 on the gold refractor. Another Shohei Ohtani. Another Shohei Ohtani on the 2019 Rookie Cup. Another Shohei Ohtani on the Schmeckel. And a 2020? I think that's 2020. No, that is 2019. I am so sorry. That is a second-year Shohei. Aren't those cool? Gotta love the JWV slabs, right? Very neat. So, those were not part of the collection that I got, but Mrs. Junkwax did that this morning. I wanted to show those off. Thank you, Mrs. Junkwax. You rock my face off. So, this is what we got from the collection, though. Check this out, legends. 2005, 2006, Upper Deck SP Game Used Sidney Crosby RPA number match to 87. For my hockey fans out there. Where is Trevor Taylor when we need him? Good morning, Ken Snyder. How you doing, you handsome son of a gun? Good to see you, pal. Isn't that neat? A smaller one, little CGC 10. Strapping young lad, McConkey, on the freshman fabric. How about a little Adley Rushman on the stained glass from Allen and Ginter? So those came out of rip cards, by the way. That is a super short print. Love that one. How about your brand new MVP? All rise, Mr. Aaron Judge. 2022 Select Moonshots, PSA 10. Auto. Nice one, yeah? Why, thank you, Ryan Fife. We got a little bit of Pokemon, too. A little full art, Schmeckel, Zekrom. Nice one. And then the pièce de résistance. Would you just look at it? Does that gentleman need any introduction? My friends, that is a Patty Mahomes. Patch auto number /25 from 2017 Leaf Trinity. In a BGS 9 slab. So I did comp these out. They're comping right now for anywhere between $3,500 and $4,000. That is a huge card. Oh, you know it, Ken Snyder. Saturday night is gonna rock. True story, my man. So yeah, pretty cool, right? And my friends, to be totally transparent and honest with you, that is not even the tip of the iceberg. There is literally thousands more cards, some slabs, autographs, numbered cards, you name it. We got a cornucopia, a plethora of amazing stuff. Oh, and check this one out too. I might keep this one though. For my Seattle Storm, it's a lady. How about Sue Bird, legend of the WNBA, first round draft pick from 2002 autograph. Isn't that awesome? Mr. Kevin Curtin says that Judge is very cool, but that Patty is insane. They all new PC cards. No, sir. So we purchase collections because we then sell them on eBay Live on Saturday nights. So some of those cards I will hang on to for a little bit, of course. Some of them will go into my PC, but most of everything that we bought, good morning, Kyle Dana, will be for eBay Live tomorrow night. So if you folks are new here and you have not hit us with a follow yet over there on eBay Live, I would encourage you to do so. You can find a link that is on our link tree that can be found on our Twitch profile or our TikTok profile. You got options. Mr. Kevin Curtin says, what does the lad comp out to? That is a great question, pal. Honestly, I don't know. I would have to look that one up, my friend. Good question. Have not had time to do all that yet. Stuperman, good morning, my man. Good to see you. All right, folks, we have one last Razzie. Thank you so much for your patience. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Mrs. Junkwax, for your hard work. I love you. Back to our moose races. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. We have one last moose race, my friends. It is for the Arizona Cardinals. And in this race, we have Melody, Timbo T. Wood, Mikey Koba, Ryan Bruns, and my railroad employee brother, Mr. Josh Watson. Best of luck to you. 30 seconds on the clock for your Arizona Cardinals. Mr. Watson on the front side, Miss Melody on the back side. Miss Melody taking the whole shot with that number 10 moose. Nicely done, Melly P. Ooh, and she's coming up with the number 8 moose, and they have both fallen back to the middle of the pack. Oh, no. But Miss Melody is all out front with that number 5 moose. It is all Melly P at the moment, folks. She's got 1, 2, and 3 spots. And now she's all tied. Number 10 moose coming out of the backfield. With 4 seconds left, it looks like Melly P is going to take down those awesome Arizona Cardinals. There you go. My friends, that is your list. If you would like to screenshot that bad boy, you do not have to, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to do so. But my dear friends, my family, you know what time it is.
It's time!
Seven boxes. Contenders Optic Football with 2 autographs. 2024 Pure Football. 4 autographs in that one. And if you folks remember, this is where we found that 1/1 Joe Montana triple auto. That was amazing. See if we can't find another one of those. How about the Resurgence Breakers Delight box with a guaranteed RPA? Can you imagine we put a little Jaden Daniels in there? Maybe Caleb Williams. Speaking of Caleb Williams, on the front of that 2024 Topps Chrome football with 2 more autographs. The Pièce de la Résistance is our Topps Chrome Cosmic from 2024. And then finishing off with 2 boxes of Certified 2025. I think we're going to start with that Certified. Then we will move on to Topps Chrome. Then we will move on to the Topps Chrome Cosmic. And then we will finish off with the smaller boxes that don't have so many cards. Sound good? I think we all know what teams we have. You know it, James Reinhart. We shout Grippeth. And we shout Rippeth. Good luck. Mr. Ken Snyder says, if you have any Mike Scott cards going in that eBay show, let me know. He's the only player UPC. Nice. Talking about Astros, Michael Scott. Mr. Eric Smashburger says, if I see a Caleb Equinox, I'm going to punch air. My man. I like it. Empty box number 1. I appreciate the positive vibes there, Ryan Fife. Thank you, pal. Pack number 4, Ectomy, and we will bust all those at the very end. You read my mind there, Jeff Rotel. Thank you, buddy. I think we're just going to go through this whole box in one shot. Weird rip alert on pack number 2. Mikey Koba, I see you, sir. It is hashtag JWAD somewhere. Mr. Ken Snyder, my favorite bull riding brother over here on TikTok. He says, nobody PCs Michael Scott, so the price is usually right. Right? That's smart, though. Very smart. I think everybody should have at least one PC that's not like a headline player. You know what I mean? Because when your PCs are only headline players, good luck. Gets real expensive real quick, right? But it's really always fun if you have like a, PC like Mike Scott, because you can find that stuff on the cheap. Smart man, Ken Snyder. Ooh, well, Patriots love in there. Congratulations, Ryan Bruns, in advance. All right, folks. Box number 1. Little PSA 10 kid reporter, Dalen Noel for the Houston Texans. Mr. Tyrone Tracy. Cortland Sutton. Kittle. Bigsby. Travion Henderson is our very first numbered card. 121 out of 199. Going to Mr. Ryan Bruns. Little filler. Thanks, Panini. Gunnar Helm for the Tennessee Titans. Going to Miss Melly P. Numbered to 499. Rookie. Bijan. Tyreek Hill. We have a Tyreek Hill autograph in that collection that we purchased last night as well. Hey, good morning, Pac. Great to see you this morning, my man. Happy Friday. Chase Brown. Jonathan Taylor. Not Thomas. I don't think so, Tim. For the Dirty Birdies, Zay Flowers. That one goes to Melly P as well. On the mirror, numbered to 150. Breece Hall for the Jets. Kyron Williams. Brian Robinson Jr. Little Josh Allen on the Certified Stars for the Bills. Shout out to Miss Melody one more time. For the Detroit Lions, numbered to 299, Jahmyr Gibbs. That one goes to Joe Thomas. Little Morning Chuba. Hadley ho there, Malik Neighbors. Singleton for the Horsies. Another PSA 10 kid reporter. Rome Odunze for the Bears. Going to Alan White. Jack Beck is our relic. Numbered to 249 for the Raiders. And that goes to Mr. Alan White. Congratulations, Alan. Christian McCaffrey. Shout out to our buddy Drewzer. And thank Drewzer so much for taking a couple of spots in that juicy UFC break that's still up there in the shop. Little BTJ. Kyler Murray. Caleb Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the Certified Rookies. And another relic, Pat Bryant for the Horsies. And that goes to Dennis Legacy. There you go, my man. Numbered to 499. Rookie relic. Little Tua Tagovailoa. Montez Sweat. Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Straight cash, homie. Little Randy Moss for the Patriots on the Immortals. Eric Allen for the Eagles. Nurse Tony. Hello, Nurse. Congratulations there, my man. 125. Eric Allen. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay. Derek Carr. Bo Nix. Brock Purdy. Another PSA 10 kid reporter. Favre. 38th on print to 149 for the Packers. Going to Tomas Fredriksson, our brother from Norway. Beautiful. Back-to-back numbered cards with one half of the brothers Watt to 399. Mr. Downs. Butta Baker. Jared Verse. Derrick Henry for the Dirty Birdie Ravens on the Certified Stars. Kyle Williams is our RPA on the freshman fabric for the Patriots. Going to my brother, Mr. Ryan Bruns. Bruns, bro, you have been absolutely killing it lately, my man. Damn. Pulls the RPA. 19th on print to 249 there, my man. Nice. George Pickens, Joe Mixon, and Jaden Daniels. I think we have a Joe Mixon autograph in that new collection as well. Beautiful. Actually, I think it's a Joe Mixon RPA. I knew you would like that one, Uncle Smitty. Mi hermano. Ooh, and Daddy needs some brand new 55ers. Auto up on the stand there. Mr. Cosenza. Baby, I need to grab some 55-point top loaders too. Okie dokie. That is your box number 1, my friends. Let's do it again. And we are going to save all those pack number 4s to the very, very end in this big old mixer. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Ken Snyder. I appreciate you saying that, pal. All right, Legends. Box number 2. Good luck. Empty box. Number 2. POC. Certified cards use 55 points. So some of them do. Not all of them, but some of them. Yes. So some would go in 35 points, some go in 55. Some of like the autographs, I'll put in a 55-point top loader because I just don't want to take any chance on squishing it. So full disclosure, my dear friends, for most of you that are new here to the family, you might not know that we do create our own supplies here at JWV. These are the 35-point. Now, with our top loaders specifically, and I try to coach everybody on this, these 35-pointers are strictly for paper cards. Like literally nothing else. These are perfect for Pokemon, your Top Series 1, Top Series 2, Topps Update paper-based stuff. These are perfect. But if you're going anything bigger than that, with your Topps Chrome, Panini Prism, anything like that is going to go in a 55-point top loader. Okay, if you're using the JWV top loaders anyway. So the way that we made our top loaders, imagine the inside of the top loader. They slightly bow inwards. So even if you use a top loader that is too big for the card, it will still hold the card right. And we did that on purpose. Cool, right? Speaking of those 55ers, we'll just bust into some right meow. Excellent. Thank you for asking, Pac. Good morning, Brandonio. Mikey1, moderator extraordinaire and innovation lead, says JWV top loaders are still the best in the business. I mean that objectively and sincerely. The clarity is off the charts. I cannot thank you enough for the vouch there, my friend. I could not agree more. So full disclosure, folks, myself and Mrs. Junkwax did about 6 months of research and development on our top loaders because we wanted to make sure that they were perfect. It took a while, but I think it's worth it. Brandonio, Johnny Utah, how are you this morning, my brother? You got to see the collection that we purchased, Johnny Utah. It is pretty amazing. And we have a weird rip alert here. Gotta love it when both the corners come off like that. That's better. Thank you, Onward, for the positivity there, buddy. And Pac, thank you so much for the gifts there, my friend. Helping to keep this channel on the rails. One goat gift at a time, my friend. Amazing. I totally agree, Onward. Spot on, pal. Yeah, they did a little bit, Corey Bader. Just a little bit. But we good. We will adapt and overcome. Alrighty. Round number 1, we have old Brock Bowers. And our autograph right off the jump from my Seattle Seahawks. Peanut butter and jealous. Numbered to 25, Kobe Bryant.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Miss Melly P. Congratulations, Melody. You win this morning, my friend. Damn. That's a nice one. 19th on print to 25, Kobe Bryant. On the mirrors. Autograph. Outstanding. On the stand he goes. Appropriate. All right, we got a little Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Zach Charbonnet for my Seattle Sea Chickens. Little PSA 10 kid reporter, Calvin Johnson. A purple mirror. Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Numbered to 299, going to Jake from State Farm. Mrs. J, I'm going to put those right there. Ooh, Travis Swift. Speaking of Mrs. J. My second favorite J-Rod, first favorite Jared. Have a fantastic FriYAY, brother. We will see you back here tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Jesse Bates. You nailed it onward. Thank you, buddy. Justin Jefferson from Minnesota. Hadley Ho there, Malik Neighbors. For Melly P's Giants. And we have our RPA. And oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Timbo T. Wood, one of our favorite massholes, just hit a Travis Hunter RPA. Holy crapola. That's what I'm talking about, onward. Goodness gracious. Number 252 out of 299 on the RPA Travis Hunter there, Timbo T. Wood. Damn! That is amazing. The hits just keep coming, my dear friends. Ooh, Timbo's going to be a happy camper. And I think that's going to go in a 130-point top loader. Handled that one myself. Congratulations again, Timbo T. Wood. Good-looking autograph as well, my man. If that was my card, I would send that straight to PSA. Beautiful. Oh, I just can't stop looking at it. Nice one. The captain's got to come down. By the way, folks, that might be for sale on eBay Live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is numbered to 35. That one's a doozy. That one's been in the family for quite a while. All right. Whew, we're only 2 boxes in, my dear friends, of 7. Still a long way to go. Jamar Chase for WKRP. Thank you, Jason Hawkins. Jalen Dalen Hertz. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Jair Alexander. Amarion Hampton for San Diego. Maker Bayfield for the Bucks. Odunze for the Bears. Dexter Lawrence. Hutchinson. Shout out to Bree B. Joey B for WKRP on the Franchise Foundations for the Bengals. We have a PSA 9 rated rookie, Joey B, that we got in that collection last night. Little filler. Thanks, Panini. Pat Bryant for the Horsies, numbered to 499. For my Seattle Sea Chickens, Mr. Kenneth Walker III. T-Law. We also have a 1-of-1 laundry tag. T-Law. Double player, double laundry tag, 1-of-1 relic that we got in that collection last night also. That's pretty amazing. Michael Penix, another PSA 10 kid reporter. Andre, just the tippet. On the Immortals. Numbered to 50, Jared Verse. Nice. For the Rams. Congratulations to Mr. Keegan Schmitz, our favorite Schmitz head. 12 out of 50 on the Jared Verse. Devon A-Chain for the Dolphins. Joey B. Will McDonald. Little Kyle Williams for the Patriots. Zay Flowers for the Dirty Birdies. Numbered to 399. That is another one for Miss Melly P. Melody is killing it this morning. We have Jared Goff for the Lions. Brian Robinson Jr. Kyron Williams. Little Bo Nix on your Franchise Foundations. Those are pretty cards. Oh, hell yeah. How about my cousin, Tetoroya McMillan, numbered to 249 on the rookie relic for the North Kakalaki Panthers. And that goes to Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations, Mr. Kobaugh. Nice one, pal. Tetoroya McMillan is a stud. Chuba. Malik Neighbors. Alex Singleton. Oh, my Lanta. Another one for my Seattle Seahawks. Numbered to 149, rookie Jalen Milroe. Miss Melody. The hits just keep coming, homie. And I think that is good karma coming right back to nip ya. Nicely done there, Miss Melody. Oh, and look what's coming next. On the piece of the game for the Colts. Numbered to 299. And that goes to Eric Smashburger. Congratulations there, E. Very cool relic there, my brother. Michael Pittman Jr. For the 40 Whiners, shout out to Drewzer, little CMC Christian McCaffrey. Brian Thomas Jr., Kyler Murray, PSA 10 Kid Reporter, Jonathan Taylor, not Thomas. Another filler, a Derek Harmon, rookie for the Steelers, going to Josh Watson, and that is numbered to 399. Shout out to the Positive Pennsylvanian. Some Puka, Caleb Williams, Tyrone Tracy, and that finishes off your base packs of our certified. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. Cheers, my friends. Little sip of Joe. I should say a gulp of Joe. Okie dokie. We are moving right along, legends. 2024 Topps Chrome Football. Good luck. Thank you, Brandon Franz. Love you, buddy. That's right, onward. Why, thank you, Mikey Koba. That's right, Corey Bader. That's right. I'm calling HR. Calling HR. Ooh, we have no pack number 4s. Those are 3s. Ah, they're all 3s. So I'm going to have to make my own pack number 4s here, fam damnly. Empty box. Two pack number 4s in the old 2024 Topps Chrome. We will do 2024 Topps Chrome in 2 rounds, and then we're going to move on to some Topps Chrome Cosmic. That's right, Victor Lopez. Got to refill that sugar tank, my man. That right? Right, Mikey 1? I'm with you. I'm with you. Come on, Topps. Get with the program. All righty, here we go. Mr. Keyshawn Johnson, some KJ for the Jets. Shout out to Gary V. Ooh, I see something back here. Right off the jump. Little gold wave refractor. This is Josh. Welcome to his cribs. This is my fridge. All I have in it is condiments. You know, I don't spend too much time here. Give me a shout out. Give me a hell yeah if you remember MTV Cribs. It's a man, baby. Dexter Manley. Emmett Smith, the Deuce Deuce. And speaking of deuces, shout out to Ken Snyder. D. Wayne, shout out to Riddick. Bo. For the Kansas City Chiefs, going to Mr. Allen White. Numbered to 50. Beautiful. That is 11th on print to 50 for Mr. Allen White. Hadley ho there, Malik Neighbors, going to Miss Melody. Marcello, good morning, pal. Trey Benson, Brock Bowers rookie. Singletary for Da Bears. Stuck together with one. Oh, TB12 Tom Brady. Not too shabby. Nice. Bryce Young for North Kakalaki. Hutchinson for Minnesota. Javon Curse. So that is my buddy Mike from Sports Cards Nonsense's PC. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. Number to 199, and that goes to Miss Melody. Beautiful. Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh, 17th on print to 50. Damn. Holy Cardinals, and that goes to Miss Melly P as well. Congratulations, Melody. You are cleaning up this morning, my friend. Goodness gracious. Damn. That is 2 numbered to 50s in our first round there, folks. Would you just look at it? Not too shabby. And by the way, folks, in the collection that we got last night, there's a whole bunch of Marvin Harrison Sr. PSA slabs from the 90s. Pretty sweet. All right, finishing off, we have Mr. Fatanu for Josh Watson Steelers, the talented Mr. Shipley. Ozzie Newsome. Irving Fryer. Heap of Todd. Shout out to the Todd father. Dante Culpepper. Not Kalen's daddy. Sam Hartman on the refractor. Rookie for the Commanders. The Bus. Mr. Jerome Bettis on the all-etch. Lassiter. Cooper DeJean. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay. Jan Stenerud. Kicker extraordinaire. Shout out to Mikey One. Spokane's finest, Mr. Mark Rippon. Tony Boselli. Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Mr. Brad Johnson. These are just slightly sticky. There we go. The legend himself, Mr. Dan Marino, on the Legends of the Gridiron. Thank you, Jason Weddle. Good morning, pal. Jackson Powers Johnson for the Raiders. Michael Wiley. Javon Curse. So nice, you got him twice. Tony Dorsett for Dem Boys. Shout out to Master Wayne. Stacy, good morning, Mr. Stumetz. Excellent to see you, my friend. Andre Reed for Melody's Bills. Mr. Marshall Falk on the refractor for the Rams. Dylan Johnson. Aldrich Estime. Kimani Vidal. And Jalen Dalen Wright for the Dolphins. Beautiful. Excellent. So that is correct, Jake from State Farm. So the only reason I call him that is just to specify that we're not talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., right? But you are absolutely right. Marvin Harrison Sr. did not go by Marvin Harrison Sr. He was just called Marvin Harrison back then. Yep, that is a good call out, my friend. You're right. All right, I am top loading that number to 50 for Mr. Alan White. Shout out to Riddick Bowe, who we've actually found a couple of in our boxing cards. Sweet. And our buddy Mike Geo from Sports Cards Nonsense would be peanut butter and jealous of that one. He collects Javon Curse. Very cool. Okie dokie. Round number 2. Onward. Was the Marino a base card? Yes, it was a base insert, my man. Yes, base insert on the Legends of the Gridiron. I see that. You've got your own fan, babe. How's that feel? We'll find out. All right, Legends. Round 2. Mr. Ben Coates. Jim McMahon, legend for the Bears. Eli Manning. Anthony Munoz for WKRP in Cincinnati. Mr. Devin Hester. And we actually have a Devin Hester autograph, PSA authenticated, that is in that collection that we bought last night also. Barry Sanders on the Sunday swag for the Lions. There you go, Joe Thomas. Brendan Rice. That is Jerry Rice's son, who is no longer in the NFL.
Giggity, giggity.
That's a bummer. Poor fella. That was the button I was looking for. TJ Tampa. Paul Krause for Minnesota. Bruce Matthews for Houston. Andre, just the tippet. Just to see how it feels. Oh, hell yeah. There you go. Colts. Mr. Eric Smashburger. Number to 25, rookie auto there, my man. Hell yeah. This young man did not go to Ken Griffey Jr. School of Autograph signing, but hey, we have seen much worse, haven't we? I agree, Miss Melody. Onward. Who are we talking about there, pal? I don't think so. All right. Little Anthony Gould. Congratulations, Mr. Eric Smashburger. Beautiful brother. All right. Ooh. Rookie refractor. Bo Nix for the Horsies. Outstanding. Oh, I was talking about Jerry Rice's son. Yeah. No. He was just not good. That's right, Corey Bader. That's right. Thank you, Miss Melody. Nailed it. Good. No, he did not, unfortunately. His son is not his daddy. Yep, he was with the Chargers, and then he got picked up by the Patriots, I think, for like a week. And he played with the Patriots practice squad and then got cut. So yeah, he is no longer in the NFL, unfortunately. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on all that. Mr. Favre on the Sunday swag for Minnesota. Mr. Text messages himself. Tavondre Sweat for the Tennessee Titans. Carter Bradley, rookie. Kurt Warner for the Arizona Cardinals. Legend, Mr. Marshall Falk. Dan Hampton for Dub Bears. Shout out to Washington State University. Go Cougs. Drew Bledsoe. Paul Krause. So nice. You've seen him twice on the refractor for Minnesota. Drake May on the 1974 throwback. Rookie for the Patriots. Jace McClellan. Darius Robinson. T.O. for them boys. Shout out to Master Wayne. Sebastian Janikowski, kicker extraordinaire. One of the best kickers that has ever graced the field, in my humble opinion. Dude was amazing sometimes. Keyword sometimes. Michael Dean Perry for the Browns. Archie Manning Sr., speaking him into existence. There you go, onward. Ed McCaffrey, CMC's daddy. Kurt Warner, so nice, you got him twice on the refractor. Keon Coleman for Melody's Bills. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the Cardinals. Favre for the Green Bay Packers. I love that they have Favre for two teams in this product. Very cool. Meanie Joe Greeny. Shout out to Brad Greeny. James Harrison. Jason Taylor. 275 for the Miami Dolphins. And folks, that is another one for Melody. Goodness gracious, Melody. You hog. I'm totally kidding. Congratulations, Melly P. That is 59 out of 75 on the Jason Taylor. Cole Bishop, back-to-back Melody on the refractor rookie. Dolphins? Oh, I am so sorry. It is onward. I apologize. My sincere apologies. That is just to show you here, folks. Onward is on the Dolphins. Melody is on the Cowboys, and I read Melody instead of Onward. I am sorry about that, folks. But that's why. All right, we have a John Hanna on the all-chrome team, hanging with Mr. Cooper for the Packers and Michael Hall Jr. for the Browns. And that finishes off your 2024 Topps Chrome. I love it, Mikey One. Oh, shout out to Favre. All right, there you go, sweetheart. Let me snag myself a little sippy. You're not wrong there, Onward. Spot on, buddy. Invader Zim, my brother from another mother, smacking me with beautiful gifts over here on TikTok. I cannot thank you enough, you legend.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of legends, let's get into some Topps Chrome Cosmic, shall we? So after this box, folks, we're going to move into the bigger boxes that don't have so many cards in them. Good luck. It is kind of astonishing how sharp that knife is. I have to put literally zero pressure. When I drag it across the box like that, I just have to like set it on the box and drag it. It's that sharp. We're going to handle a little pack 4-ectomy as we pull them. All right, empty box there, my friends. Excuse me. Pack number 4 is to the side. Round number 1. Good luck. Mr. Smashburger says a Manning auto would be amazing. I agree. We have actually found one of those here in the family. We found an Arch Manning out of 2025 Score Football. Mr. Costa, good morning, Nick. Happy Friday, my dude. This is Josh, and welcome to his cribs. All Josh cribs. Barry Sanders for the Lions, excuse me. Mr. Robinson, Marshawn Lloyd, Dan Marino. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look, little footballs. And a new pair of shorts. Maurice Jones-Drew on the Nucleus Refractor for the Jags. Absolutely beautiful. Gosh, I love Cosmic so much. Star Command. And we're not talking about Buzz Lightyear. Kurt Warner. Caleb Williams, rookie. Mr. Jones. Antonio Gates. Why not Ben Sinnott? And I believe that is called a Blue Equinox Refractor. And that is numbered to 99. And folks, that is 90th on print, 299. Going to the Commanders, Mr. Jason Saltzgiver. Our gorgeous Georgian, Mr. Cole Bishop for Melody's Bills. CJ Stroud for the Texans. I could not agree more. Thank you, Onward. How about a little Morning Dickey? Is that Lynn Dickey? Yep. Champ Bailey. And Adonai Mitchell from right here in Austin, Texas. Rookie for the Colts. And that is your round number 1. Round number 2. So just a friendly reminder, my friends, on FriYays, you will see us back here tonight. Typically, we go live at 8, but tonight we're going to be here at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We push it back just a little bit because we do end up going pretty late on FriYay nights. Typically, we're here till like 1, maybe even 2 in the morning. Central Standard Time. Round number 2, starting with Jim Kelly for Melody's Bills. And folks, shout out to Soundgarden, or I should say opposite of Soundgarden, because instead of a black hole sun, this is a white hole refractor. That's what they call it, white hole refractor. Steve Young for the 40 Whiners, going to Mr. Rob Richardson. Beautiful. White hole sun, don't you come. Mr. Deuce Deuce, Emmett Smith. Shout out to Ken Snyder one more time with that Deuce Deuce. Mr. Alt for San Diego. Ray Lewis, Murder in the Game. I'll see myself out. Star Clusters. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, New Orleans Saints. Congratulations, Melly P. You got Arch Manning, Drew Brees, and Spencer Rattler, 59 out of 99 on the Blue Equinox Star Clusters. Very cool. Will Levis on the Launched Into Orbit die cut from Kentucky. Fuaga. Mr. Bo. The Man, the Myth, the Montana. Little Joe Montana for Rob Richardson. Michael Pratt for the Bucks on the Star Command. Fashanu. Bob Greasy with that CTE 1000 helmet. Keenan McCardle for the Jags on the Refractor. The Shermanator from the Legion of Boom, My Seattle Sea Chickens, Richard Sherman on the Galaxy Greats. And Chris Braswell, rookie for the Bucks. And that is round number 2. I agree, Onward. That's right. All right, Legends, round number 3. Still looking for one of those planetary pursuits. Maybe a 1 of 1. See if we can't speak that into existence. Hey, Onward, you are absolutely right, pal. He says, even the base cards are sick. Now you understand why we love Cosmic so much. Now you get it. We love Cosmic a lot. We always go very, very hard on Topps Chrome Cosmic. All right, we have a Jamal Charles for the Chiefs. The Nigerian Nightmare. And we're not talking about Kamaru Usman from the UFC. That is the original Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye, with those giant pads for the Kansas City Chiefs. Shout out to Alan White. Jerome Bettis on the Galaxy Greats, The Bus, Mr. Hall. Warren Moon for those now defunct Houston Oilers, going to the Titans. Jason Witten for Dem Boys. Mr. Cowing. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. Mr. Cowing, Refractor rookie. Split your Nate Wiggins. That's right, Travis Howard. They did trade Sauce to the Colts. True story, pal. Mr. Davis for North Kakalaki. old Danny Heap for the Ravens. Bo Jackson for the Raiders. Congratulations to Mr. Allen White. Beautiful. Always happy to find some Bo. When you find the Bo, you sleeve the Bo. Jace McClellan for the Dirty Birdies. Keenan McCardle. Kurt Warner on the launched into orbit for the Rams. Die cut. TB12 Tom Brady on the Star Command going to the Patriots. Mr. Ryan Bruns. Excellent. Sleeving that one up for you as well. And Malachi Corley. Mally and the Jets. Shout out to Miss Melody for PC Jets, but that goes to Jake from State Farm. Nice. And that is round number 3. Last base pack round. Oh, Adonai Mitchell went to the Jets. Interesting. I did not know the other side of that trade. I knew Sauce went to the Colts, but I did not know Adonai was the other half of that. Interesting. Huh. I have a feeling the Colts are going to regret that. Because Adonai Mitchell is a stud. Watched him play for quite a while here in Austin, Texas. Alrighty. Mr. Bradshaw. Eddie George for the Titans. How about some Flutie Flakes? Shout out to my Canadian cousins. J.C. Latham. Jim McMahon for the Bears. Mr. Smith. On these star clusters, how about a couple of McCaffreys? And that goes to the left because that is a base card, so that one will go to the Commanders, Jason Saltzgiver. How about a strapping young lad, McConkey? Anthony Richardson. Randy Moss, straight cash, homie, for Minnesota. Mr. Griffin. On the purple. Beautiful. And that is numbered 55 out of 150 for the Cleveland Browns. And that goes to Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations, buddy. Oh, I am so sorry. That is a Bengal. I apologize. And that is Jason Saltzgiver. My apologies there, folks. That so does not look like a Bengals uniform, but we'll take it. That one goes to the Bengals. Congratulations to Jason Saltzgiver. I apologize for the false alarm there, Mikey Kobaugh. Mr. Smith for the Jags. Mrs. Junkwax's PC, Jason Kelsey. Good morning, my brother from down under. Great to see you, Mr. Peaks. I had a hunch we might not see you, or at least you would be a little late this morning. I had about 15 minutes to play COD Zombies last night. It was everything I thought it could be. Mr. Jerry Rice. AP from Minnesota. And Bo Nix. Finishing that one off for the Horsies. Excellent. We still have 4 packs, folks, and we will get into those at the very end of the break. All right, my dear friends, my family, we are moving on to Pro Set Pure Football. We have 3 base cards and 4 autograph cards in this box. For those of you that have not seen this product, it is beautiful. I love acetate cards so much. And the last box of these that we opened, we found one that kind of looked like this, but it was 3 autographs, and it was all Joe Montana. And it was a 1 of 1. Let's see if we can't find something juicy like that out of this one. That's right, Miss Melody. Glenn Lucio has that college spot. Good luck. Yes, we have, Corey Bader. You are absolutely right, pal. Exactly right, Onward. Yes. So, Ship City Jake. So, like I said, my brother, I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but Melody is our Jets PCer in the family. She has been here for years. So, whenever I pull those Jets, sometimes it's a habit to say Melody. But right after that, if you remember, I said Jake from State Farm has the Jets in this break. But Melody is our PCer for the Jets in the family. That's all I was saying, my man. All right, all right. I always forget those Leaf have a seal. Hey, no worries there, Jake. You're good, brother. I understand that life has to come first sometimes, my man. Empty box. Empty box. All right, let's see what we have here. Alrighty. We start off with Omarion Hampton for North Kakalaki, and that is numbered 3rd on print to 49. Nice. You done messed up. Aaron, Donald. 7th on print to 10 for the Rams. These are so clean. Look at that. Of course, every one of these will be sleeved and top-loaded. Mike Singletary for the Bears. 4th on print to 15. That goes to Mr. Alan White. Our very first autograph. Jordan James. And that is 6th on print to 6. Good-looking autograph for that young man as well. Might be a college on that one. Shout out to Glenn Lucio. How about Jaden Sheridan? Oh, Mr. Glenn Lucio is going to be a very, very, very happy camper. Holy crapola. Jaden Sheridan, 5 out of 5 on the Pure Instincts. Isn't that beautiful? And check out what's coming next, Legends. One of the hottest high school prospects in the entire country. 2 out of 2, Juju Lewis. And that goes to Glenn Lucio and the college and other spot. You win this morning there, Mr. Lucio. That is magnificent. And last but not least, Luther Burden on the Sheer Delight, 6 out of 15. I think that is a Hawkeye, but we'll have to look him up. So there you go, my friends. An absolutely magnificent box of Pro Set Pure. I love that product so much. It's so beautiful. Mrs. J. And we are moving on. I know, Mr. Smashburger. Congratulations there, pal. Excuse me. There we go. So Luther Burden is going to the Bears. Going to Mr. Alan White. Excellent. And Jordan James goes to the Niners. Thank you, Mikey Koba. That'll go to Mr. Rob Richardson. Beautiful. Okie dokie. This is our penultimate box, my dear friends. I was just talking about your Bears there, Eric Smashburger. All right, Legends. Second to last box. Looking for 2 more autographs. There's only a few cards in these boxes, and these are ridiculously expensive, by the way. I think this box was like $300 for 6 cards. That's a big one. Good luck. High risk, high reward kind of box. Empty box there, folks. Good luck. Why, thank you, Mikey Koba. What was that, sweetheart? I will grab you one in just a moment, absolutely. And we start off with X's and O's, die cut Anthony Richardson. Going to the Colts, and that is Mr. Eric Smashburger. There you go, my man. Nice one. For the Lions, going to Joe Thomas, Jack Campbell. Rookie autograph, a little color match for the Lions. And that is numbered 20th on print to 99. Congratulations there, Joe. Fear AB, good evening. Excellent to see you back, buddy. Corner's looking stacked over there, my friend. Thank you for asking. Oh, the only hooker that Mrs. Junkwax is okay with me putting my hands on. Hendon Hooker, that is back-to-back Lions. How about a Josh Downs for the Colts? Another one for Eric Smashburger. And that one is to 175. The name's Dalton Schultz for our Houston Texans, going to Mikey Koba. And last but not least, Zach Charbonnet for my Seattle Seahawks. There you go, Miss Melody. Beautiful. Not a bad box of Optic at all. There you go, Mrs. Junkwax. Those are right there for you, my love.
One down, one to go.
Downstairs, grab some more water. All right, Legends, this is our last box. Good morning, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Go team. Go sports. Go sports balls. Cheers to you there, Scotty. All right, folks. Last box magic, and then we're going to get into all those fabled pack number 4s. AB, it is wonderful to have you this morning, my pal. Good luck. Mr. Oeasy, it is awesome to have you this morning, my man. Thank you for those beautiful TikTok gifts, helping to keep this channel on the rails. One beautiful goat gift and a heart at a time. One pack to rule them all. Kareem. Ooh, there is a thickie in here, my friends. Starting off with Melody's Bills, the Terminator, Thurman Thomas. Favre on the color match to 175. Going to the Packers, and that is Tomas Fredriksson, our brother from Norway. Xavier Worthy, my son's PC, numbered to 149 on the circuit breakers for the Chiefs, going to Mr. Alan White. Bob Greasy for the Dolphins, going to Onward on the Shimmer. And that is numbered 8th on print to 15. Congratulations, Onward. Beautiful card there, pal, with the CTE 1000 helmet. How about a strapping young lad, McConkey, going to the San Diego Chargers, going to our buddy Timbo T-Wood, one of our favorite mass holes. Congratulations, Timbo. Alan White, you lucky, lucky ducky. Numbered to 14, Xavier Worthy RPA. Goodness gracious.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Would you just look at it? That is beautiful. Damn right, Mrs. Junkwax. I'm going to take those words right out of your mouth. 8th on print to 14 RPA for Alan White. That is sick. And I'm going to show that to my son, and his head's going to explode. That is amazing. That's going to be a 130-point penny sleeve and a 180-point top loader. Mrs. Junkwax, is there any way that you could go out to the station and grab a 180-point top loader for that bad boy? I'll put it right there for you, my love. All right, moving on, onward. Let Ricky Smoke, Ricky Williams on the Shimmer autograph. Congratulations, Onward. You win this morning, my man. Peanut Butter and Jealous. And Fuaga finishing us off with the New Orleans Saints on the rookie refractor. Damn. Congratulations, Onward. That is sick, buddy. Whew. Glenn Lucio, my brother. Glenn. Glenn. Top of the morning to you, my fellow Texan. I see you, Onward. Ricky Williams is not numbered. No. But it is absolutely beautiful there, pal. Oh, thank you, Mom. She overheard 180 top loader and came right in and brought us one. Mom, you rock my face off. Give everybody a wave. Love you, Mom. It is a true family business here, my dear friends. Congratulations, Onward. I went ahead and top-loaded that one up for you, pal. Beautiful autograph, too. Nice card there, buddy. Beautiful. Onward says a similar Xavier Worthy and a PSA 10 went for $300. Sounds about right. I agree. Hey there, Glenn Lucio. Check this one out, buddy. Juju Lewis, autograph, number 2 out of 2. That is a beautiful, beautiful card there, Glenn Lucio. Congratulations, pal. And that kid is a stud. A lot of eyes on Juju Lewis. So that's going to be a little bit of a long-term hold, in my humble opinion. If that was my card, I would anyway. Mr. Foge, good morning, my man. Our positive Pennsylvanian, good to see you this morning. Mr. Al-Nayedi, good morning, Mohammed. I'm going to sleeve some of these up real quick, and then we're going to get into those pack number 4s. Mikey Koba. Okay. All right, brother. Have a wonderful day. We appreciate you, Mikey Koba. Mr. Bud is Life, welcome back, my man. Always nice to see another OG of the family. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks, and we're going to get into those pack number 4s. Good morning, Justin Beeman. All right, Legends. Mrs. J, you do have these up here too, my love. All right, so I only pulled one of the pack number 4s and are certified. Let's find out what that is. Glenn Lucio, I seen Hampton and Burden were college, or were they going to their respective teams? They will go to their respective teams. So the college players are people that are not drafted yet, like Juju Lewis. All right, we start off with Dexter Lawrence for the Gigantes of football. We have a filler. Thanks, Panini. Good morning, Timbo T. Wood. Your ears must have been burning this morning, my brother, because you got something juicy this morning here, buddy. We're going to go back through a recap in just a moment. These are the pack number 4s from our 7 hobby box football mixer. TJ Sanders for Melody's Bills, numbered to 399, rookie. Terry McLovin, Derwin, and Xavier Legette for the North Kakalaki Panthers. And that is your final pack of certified. We have 2 last packs of 2024 Topps Chrome football. Indeedy, thank you, Miss Melody. I think Timbo T. Wood is going to be a very, very happy camper this morning. That is correct. Onward. Yes. Timbo T. Wood has the Jags. Tattoo Gary, good morning, my man. Happy belated birthday, pal. About a month ago. Rashid Ward, good morning, my friend. How you doing? All right, we got Bob Lilly for Dem Boys. Ron Dane. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look, little footballs. Dan Marino.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Ryan Bruins. Oh my Lanta. Gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? Wow. Drake May rookie autograph. My dear friends, it's not very often that I get to toot my own horn. You know, you OGs know, I said the whole last week that I wanted to fill this break because I knew something special was in here. And folks, we did not find one thing special. It is hit after hit. Thank you so much, Jacob Tidd. You were absolutely right, my good man. Congratulations to Mr. Ryan Bruins one more time on that absolutely beautiful Drake May. Damn. Mr. Fenstermacher, welcome back, Brandon. Perfect timing, my dude. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. Whew. Whew. What a break, folks. Wait till you see that replay, Timbo T. Wood. Mr. Fred Taylor on the finesse. You're absolutely right, sweetheart. The last football break was good, too. Xavier Worthy again on the rookie refractor for Alan White's Kansas City Royals. Leaving that one up. Mr. Wiggins, Malachi Corley, Peyton Manning with his giant cranium. Look at him. He's going to go cry on his huge pillow. Mr. Jones and me. Good morning, Drew Jones, Earl Campbell, Antonio Freeman, Darren Sproles for the San Diegans, Rod Smith. Youthquake, Keon Coleman for Melody's Bills. Kalen Dalen Carson for Dem Boys. And Devontae Walker for the Ravens. And that finishes off our 2024 Topps Chrome.
One down, one to go.
Last pack's magics, my friends. Good luck. Tio Smitty, tu sabes way. Garage Goose, my Canadian cousin. Good morning, my friend. You were just in time to see us finishing off our 7 hobby boxer football. And wait until you see the recap, folks. This has been an absolutely incredible break. So good. Congratulations to all of you that got some juice. If you did not, I sincerely appreciate you being a good sport. That is the game we play. All right, we start off with the bus. Jerome Bettis, Jason Sehorn, Drew Bledsoe, Go Cougs, Mr. CJ Sherman, Mr. Pots and Pans, good morning, legend. The Shermanator, always good to see you, Siege. Thank you for gracing us with your presence this morning, my pal. Mr. Fatanu for the Steelers, Will Levis, Steve Young, Star Clusters, Walter Payton, Emmett Smith, and Barry Sanders. Now, that is a base card, folks, so that one goes to the Bears. Walter Payton. Mr. Walker for the Ravens. Boomer Esiason for the Cincinnati Bengals. Ozzie Newsome. Earl Campbell for Texas. That goes to the Titans. Mr. Washington for the Dolphins. Phil Simms for Melody's Giants. Troy Aikman. Shout out to Mikey One, his PC for Dem Boys. Also, shout out to Alex Wayne, a resident Cowboys collector. Star Command, Donovan McNabb for Uncle Smitty's Eagles. But the Eagles go to Nurse Tony this morning. And Ennis Rakestraw Jr. for the Lions. Last but not least, last card of the break goes to Mr. Joe Thomas. There you go, legends. Another juicy Junk Wax Vintage Family break in the books. If you would allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. Thank you, honey. I'm good. That is all the hits that we got from this break, my dear friends. There is a ton here. Let's go through what we got. This is some of the smaller stuff. We have a little Xavier Worthy rookie refractor. PJ Sanders, rookie to $3.99. Thurman Thomas on the refractor. Dalton, Zach, Maurice Jones-Drew on your Nucleus refractor for the Jags. Steve Young on the white hole refractor for Rob Richardson and the 40 Whiners. Will Levis on the die cut. Star Command TB12 Tom Brady. Bo Jackson on the Galaxy Greats. Kurt Warner on the die cut for the Rams. Zay Flowers to $3.99 for the Ravens. New Generation numbered to $2.49 Tetaroya McMillan for the Carolina Panthers. That one goes to Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations, Mr. Kobaugh. Mr. Tetaroya McMillan is an absolute stud. Numbered to $149 Jalen Milroe for my Seattle Sea Chickens. Derek Harmon for the Steelers. Colts, Michael Pittman Jr. on the Relic, numbered to $2.99. That is very, very cool. Congratulations, Eric Smashburger. Javon Curse to $1.99 for the Titans. $2.99 Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions. Favre to $1.49 for the Packers. $3.99 for the Steelers, TJ Watt. Travion Henderson for the Patriots to $1.99. Gunnar Helm for the Titans to $4.99. Zay Flowers for the Dirty Birdies, Ravens to $1.50. Pat Bryant to $4.99 for the Horsies. Garrett Wilson to $2.99 for the Jets. Bo Nix on the Refractor rookie. And Drake May on that 1974 throwback rookie for the Patriots. Now let's get into the good stuff, eh? All right, for the Packers, number to 175, Brett Favre on the color match. Xavier Worthy for Alan White, number to 149 on the circuit breakers. Lad McConkey for the Chargers, rookie auto. Bob Greasy, number to 15 for Onward. Juju Lewis going to Glenn Lucio, number 2/2 on the autograph. That's a nice one, pal. Ricky Williams going to Onward and the Dolphins on the Shimmer auto. Xavier Worthy on the RPA to 14 for Mr. Alan White. Again, that is incredible. My son is going to freak out when he sees that one. Mr. Jack Campbell for the Lions on the color match to 99. Autograph, that is 20th on print. Hendon Hooker for the Lions, rookie base auto. Josh Downs for the Colts. That is a rookie ticket numbered to 175. And the X's and O's die cut Anthony Richardson for the Colts. That is another one for Mr. Eric Smashburger. And we are not even close yet. How about Amarion Hampton, numbered 3rd on print to 49. Aaron Donald, 7th on print to 10 for the Rams. Mike Singletary for the Bears, numbered to 15. Jaden Sheridan on the Pure Instincts, numbered 5/5. Jordan James numbered 5 out of 8. I think they said that was a 40 whiner. But again, folks, of course, we will go back and double check before we sort. Luther Burden, autograph numbered to 15 on the Sheer Delight. Mr. Griffin on the purple, numbered to 150. That goes to the Cincinnati Bengals. That is Jason Saltzgiver. We have a blue Equinox, numbered to 99 for the Saints. That goes to Melly P. Why Not Ben Sinnott on the blue Equinox for the Commanders. That one goes to Jason Saltzgiver. Cole Bishop on the refractor going to Melody. I think Mrs. Junkwax just top-loaded that one up for you. Jason Taylor, numbered to 75 for the Dolphins. That goes to Onward. And Dwayne Bowe for Alan White's Kansas City Royals, numbered to 50. Marvin Harrison Jr., numbered to 50 for the Cardinals, going to Melly P. Jared Verse for the Rams, numbered to 50. New Generation, Jack Beck for the Raiders, numbered to 249, rookie relic. RPA for the Patriots, Kyle Williams. That is 18th on print to 249. And then we have a number to 499 Pat Bryant for the Horsies on the relic. Now check this out, my friends. Timbo T. Wood. Hope you're sitting down over there, buddy. For the Eagles that go to Nurse Tony this morning, Eric Allen. And that is numbered to 125. For Melody, Kobe Bryant. 19th on print to 25 for my Seattle Seahawks. Anthony Gould for the Colts. Second on print to 25, going to Eric Smashburger. Congratulations, buddy. Travis Hunter, RPA, going to our buddy, Mr. Timbo T. Wood. You win this morning, Timbo T. Wood. Damn, brother. That is sick. And last but not least, that Drake May rookie autograph for the Patriots. And that one goes to Ryan Bruns. So there you go, my dear friends. That's right, Timbo T. Wood. Congratulations, pal. I truly believe that is good karma for your over 1,500 gifted subs in this family, my brother. Wow, what a break. Mr. Rashad Ward says, quit getting those influencer boxes. Please send me loaded boxes. I will totally tell everybody, too. Oh, I thank you, Kyle Dana. I agree. Yes, he is Uncle Smitty. Usabe's way. All right, legends. Allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. If you are just rolling up in here this morning, folks, and you have not seen the Patty Mahomes RPA that we just got last night, please let me know. I'm happy to show you. And if anybody sees Trevor Taylor, somebody please let me know. I cannot wait to show him his PC, Mr. Sidney Crosby RPA. Zach Kikarillo. Yes and no. So I found one of the collections on Facebook Marketplace. One of them. Some of them just come from a network of people that I have put together here in Austin. Miss Melody says that was a terrific break. Thank you again, Mr. Dalen, and thank you for the Cosmic. Always fun. I could not agree more. Mr. Invader Zim, I am happy to show you, pal. So, let me show you the tip of the iceberg of the stuff that we got out of this collection. This one I might end up keeping. Absolute legend of WNBA, Sue Bird, for my Seattle Storm. First round, first pick, autograph. Isn't that cool? Beautiful. Shout out to our buddy Trevor Taylor. We have a Sidney Crosby RPA 2005-2006 SP game used, numbered to 87, and that is a number match for his jersey. BGS 9 on the card, 10 on the autograph. Numbered 18 out of 87. Needs no introduction. That card is frickin' huge. So these comp somewhere between $3,300 and $4,000 on that Patty Mahomes RPA. Pretty sick, right? I know it. I know it. BGS 9 on that one. I am somewhat tempted to send that into PSA. Because can you imagine if that comes back a PSA 10? That would probably double it. if I'm being honest. That would probably go for like $7,000 or $8,000 if that came back a PSA 10. We even got a little bit of Pokemon in here. Zekrom and a PSA 9. That is a full art. Cool card. How about your brand new MVP? PSA 10. A. Ron Judge on the Moonshots autograph. Just to show you some of the variety that's in the sets that we got. Little Adley Rushman 2023 stained glass super short print rookie mini. And then a little strapping young lad McConkey on that blue Hyper CGC10. Pretty cool, right? We have thousands of cards. Literally thousands. That is not even the tip of the iceberg. There are so many more. Ryan Fife, Sidney Crosby is your PC as well. I did not know that, my brother. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, some very, very cool stuff in there, my dear friends, and I can't wait to show you all of it tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on eBay Live. So if you have not taken a moment to hit us with a follow yet, I would encourage you to do so. Mr. Rashid Ward says, those buybacks, do you send those into Tops? No, sir. So there are a lot of different hobby shops all around the country that participate in the buyback program. So all you have to do is take them into a local card shop, and typically they will give you in-store credit for those. They don't give you cash, last I checked. So if you go in there, they'll give you $20 store credit. So if you take in 4 of them, you get $80 store credit. If you have like refractors and different parallels, it could even be more. So just keep that in mind, my man. Good question, Rashid. All right, legends. Let me refresh that shop one more time and see where we're at this morning. I do think we have some beautiful family rips. I am so wrong. No, we do not. Shout out to the Todd Father, Mr. O'Hara, taking down the Cincinnati Reds in our 3 hobby box mixer. Outstanding. So, my dear friends, my family, we have been here for 2 hours and 17 minutes of quality family time on this fantastic Friday morning. I am going to go ahead and call that last call, my friends. If you would like to tear something down from junkwaxvintage.com, you are absolutely welcome to do so. I would love to rip more this morning, but I also have a lot of work to do today, so that's okay too. No sweat. I have an entire collection to go through today. Thousands and thousands of cards because we need to prepare them for tomorrow night. But you all already know we will be back here tonight, same junk time, same junk channel, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're always a little bit later on Fridays because we go a little bit later. Mr. Kevin Curtin, welcome back over here on TikTok, my good man. Victor Lopez says, time for those beautiful burritos. You're not wrong, my brother. You know me. Shout out to Reds. Thank you so much, Mr. Esposito. Excellent to see you this morning, my favorite Greg. Thank you very much. James Reinhart, I appreciate you dropping that helpful information in the chat, my brother. Krabby Rob Benoit, good morning. Elijah, we will see you tonight, my friend. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning, buddy. We do have a beautiful little outro jingle that I would love you to listen to as well, so don't you go anywhere yet. Mr. Krabby Rob, our Prince Edward Island pal, says, how's the fam, bud? We are awesome. I appreciate you asking, Krabby Rob Benoit. How are you and Adeline doing? How was your fantastic Friday, pal? Why, thank you, Elijah. I appreciate that, buddy. And you know what, Elijah? I can't follow everybody, my positive Pennsylvanian, but I just followed you. Welcome to the family, Elijah. I love the positivity. Thank you, Krabby Rob. Good stuff, brother. You deserve all the good things, Krabby Rob. My brother for going on 5 years. Mr. Kyle Dana, we will see you tonight. Oh, Mr. Esposito, you surpassed him a long time ago.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Oh, you know it, Mr. Peaks. Little cheeky outro jingle, my brother. Thank you, Elijah. Krabby Rob Benoit, that's right. We're going on 6 years now, pal. It's true. It's true. All right, legends, I'm going to refresh that shop one more time. Make sure we're not missing anything. We are good to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring this back down just a couple notches, shall we? So, as always, my beautiful, beautiful human being friends, on this fantastic Friday, I need you to do me a little bit of a solid today. A little bit of a favor. On this fantastic Friday, if you could go out there and first and foremost, please be good to yourselves today, my friends. When you're using that inner monologue, because we all do your damnedest to try to say nice things to yourself. Try to be your own best cheerleader today, because nobody else is going to do it for you. So got to give yourself a little bit of credit. Try to say things internally that pump yourself up instead of pulling yourself down, right? So please be good to yourselves. Secondly, please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. And I know what you're going to say, but Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they make it really difficult to pay forward that golden rule. Hey, I totally get it, my friends. I completely understand. You have all of the empathy. Unfortunately, my friends, this world that we live in and this card hobby that we love so much, at times can be chock full of a-holes. We don't need any more. We're all set in the a-hole department. We're full. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you incredible human being, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. Remember that. I have faith in you. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you, no matter how difficult those other human beings might make it. And lastly, do your absolute damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude today, my friends. Try to do your best to keep in mind all the blessings that have been bestowed upon you, how lucky you are today to even be here. Remember, folks, just to even be a living, breathing human being, you have already beat the odds. Does that make sense? To be born, to have a conscious life, the chances are 1 in billions. Do you understand that? It could have been any one of those little swimmers that got to the egg, right? There's a lot of environmental things that go into that equation. So to even be here and be breathing, you are already 1 in a billion. Okay? On top of that, think about the hundreds of thousands, even millions of people out there today that are truly struggling. People that do not have food, people that do not have shelter, like their basic needs are not met, right? If you live here in North America, if you're watching this show right now on a mobile device, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got healthy children, if you've got a family that loves you and cares about you, if you've got a card community that loves you and cares about you, if you have any of those things that we just mentioned, you absolutely have at least a short list of things to be grateful for today, right? So I know on some days that list is longer than others, but there's always something. And always remember, my friends, that your attitude is what determines your altitude in this life. Always remember, folks, you never have a choice in what's going to come across your path in our lives, but you always, 100% of the time, have a choice in how you choose to react to that situation, right? So try to react slowly today, my dear friends, and try to keep that focus on the good things instead of the not so good things, right? So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that attitude of gratitude. And we will see you back here tonight, my friends, at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy that outro jingle. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around, much love and respect. We'll see you a little bit later. And please take some smoochies. I love you all so much. Enjoy that outro jingle. Bye-bye, Van.
The morning's right. The hits were fine. We shared some laughs and crossed that line. Mrs. Junkwax sorted like a pro, and Dalen kept the good times in flow. Camaraderie and good old cheer, that FriYAY feelings while we're here. Legends hanging out all day long at JWV. You can't go wrong. The moves race ended neck and neck. Another show that kept us in check. Dalen cracked jokes, the chat replied. We're all just smiling on this ride. If you missed a rip, don't you fret. JunkwaxVintage.com's open yet. And tonight at 8, we'll spark it bright for more good laughs and hits tonight. So raise that spicy water high for every legend passing by. From Mrs. J and Dalen
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo.
I got that Ric Flair.
Woo.
I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. There you go, legends. We just made it through 2 hours and 27 minutes of serious quality family time this morning, my dear friends. Special morning this morning. Yes, we are, Teddy. Just a little bit late this morning, my man. We got a little bit of a late start. And thank you, by the way, legends, for those of you that were bearing with us this morning. Just so you know, folks, moving forward, all of our FriYAY morning shows will start at 10 a.m. instead of 9:30 a.m. So we push everything back just a little bit on Fridays, okay? We end up going a little bit later Friday nights, so we start just a little bit later. So we will not be back here at 8 p.m. tonight. We will be back here at 8:30, and I hope to see all of you back here then. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around, and folks, we made it up to almost 55,000 likes over here this morning on TikTok. Damn! I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money, as always. My Twitchers, my folks over here on YouTube, Kick, and Facebook, thank you for another absolutely fantastic FriYAY morning. Let's do it again in just a few hours, eh? We'll see you back here tonight, legends. I am confident you will make it a fantastic FriYAY. And keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com today, folks. We will have some new stuff up there. Anything that you purchase during the day will be waiting for you tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So feel free to check out that shop. And of course, any break that we fill throughout the day today will be ripped tonight because we have all kinds of time. So thank you again, legends. That's right, Mr. MVR. Kick and Facebook are not pulling their weight. You're not wrong, sir. Full disclosure, folks, I have thought about maybe even taking down Facebook because we typically don't have anybody watching over there. As some of the kids would say, boomer book. All right, legends. Have a wonderful FriYAY. We'll see you later, Mr. Jones, James Reinhart, Pastor V, the man of the cloth. We will see you tonight, my friend Ryan Fife. I repeat, we have a Fifer down. Miss Melody, congratulations on an absolutely beautiful break this morning. And we'll see you all tonight.